Well, good morning as we come up on air with all the day's breaking news. This is BizCheck, and of course, we are live from Broadcasting House. We're keeping an eye on the day's event that are going to shape the news world. And of course, today we're keeping an eye on what's happening at Kenyatta International Convention Center, where President William Ruto is expected to launch 3 critical documents that are going to guide the development of tourism in the country. And one of the much-awaited documents is the National Wildlife Census. The last one was done in the year 2021, and so the second one will be released today. It has been ongoing for the last 3 years, and so it is going to inform the number of animals that we have, or the number of animals that we have lost as a country. And the other document is a new tourism marketing strategy. That's right. As Kenya aims to attract about 7 million tourists by the year 2030, this is the document that is going to lay the ground for welcoming these huge numbers. O'Brien Kimani is my name. We are live from our national headquarters at Kenya Broadcasting House. And of course, we also have other news. The United Nations Habitat meeting is taking place at the UN headquarters. Also, President William Ruto is expected to be there. This is the UN's top body when it comes to environmental matters. They will be discussing the global climate change and, of course, the changing environment that we operate in and the way forwards. About 180 countries are represented in that meeting that started on the 8th. It's coming to a close tomorrow. Well, and tomorrow is a holiday, so it's coming to a close today. I told you this is BizCheck, where we discuss critical issues that affect your day-to-day life. This morning, we are going to have 2 topics that are very interesting. The women agenda in business, and of course, the construction or the built environment, the situation and the way forward. That is a conversation that we are going to have here. And remember, we have our reporters on the ground. They are tracking all the happenings from the counties. Well, let's talk about women. And we know for sure that for the longest time, women have been marginalized in the world of business, even in the business of accessing loans. They go through a laborious process to ensure that they qualify for capital. And the question is what we need to do to bring more women into the world of business, and of course to make it easy for women to operate in the world of business. Well, guess who is joining us this morning? She is the founder and CEO of Waridi, let me get it right, Waridi Pure Coconut brand. She is an entrepreneur's coach and, as I said, a founder of Waridi Pure Coconut brand. She is Tabitha Daka. She's going to help us understand what role is she playing together with others to advance the women agenda, not only here in Kenya, in Africa, but around the world. My name is O'Brien Kimani. At O'Brien Kimani is my Twitter handle. At KBC is our Twitter handle. Tabitha, thank you very much indeed for joining us this morning. Help us understand what is the status of women in the business world.
Thank you so much, Brian, for having me here. It is a pleasure. I must say that women in entrepreneurship, I would say that women hold highly the economy of this country, and I might say in Africa. Mm-hmm. By this, I say this because women have come out boldly to own businesses that are bringing value to Africa. I'm looking at it as, I would say jokingly, is that women should have a backache for just contributing highly to the economy of mm-hmm. Kenya. Yes.
Are they doing that?
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, if you check the statistics of the women that are running, not only in Kenya, but in Africa, very huge. And I can say it because women, we are nurturers. So anytime that we are given something, we uphold it with a lot of integrity and a way of giving to the society and offering value mm-hmm. through whatever we do.
Out of 10 entrepreneurs, how many are women?
7.
7?
Yes.
So 3 are men?
Yes. Actually, I would say this confidently because as an entrepreneur coach, as you said, I run the entrepreneur boardroom, and most of the the people that I mentor and I coach mostly are women. Yes, they come out boldly. They are risk taker. Yes.
So then, if 7 of 10 entrepreneurs are women, then should we say that men are getting disadvantaged in the entrepreneurs space?
Well, I wouldn't want to say they are disadvantaged. What I'm looking at is the embrace that us women we've come up with towards to the contribution of the economy. And again, I would say that women, I would say myself is, according to myself, is how I even came out with Waridi Pure Coconut brand. It was about, it was driven out of value driven. So you will see, and I was, like I've said, that women, we are natural. We'll just look at things that we really need to nurture. Yes, so that's how you'll see that women are coming out forefront to just start. Most of the SMEs, I would say, they are women. Yes.
When you look at all the efforts, all the policies that have been put in place to empower women and help them get into the business space or entrepreneurship space, are they enough?
We are still struggling. I wouldn't say we are yet there. And I would say that in relation to what I do with, I run as well Ujuzi Dada initiative. Ujuzi Dada, it's a program that empower and equip women in the rural with the skills. And I would say when I go back to the grassroots that I engage women, I would say we are not yet there. We are way far away from getting there. So there's a lot of policies to be put and a lot of awareness to be put across. And especially when it comes to the skills empowerment, because not everyone is meant to the corporate, but I can assure you if well policies are put and also the aspect of the financing is well put, things can get better. Yes.
You see, when you look at the global population, we're almost achieving what we call the gender parity, whereby you have 50% men, 50% women. And so when you're getting such numbers, and these are official numbers, you know, from the United Nations Population Fund, so where are women getting it wrong, or who is getting it wrong in ensuring that we have more women in the entrepreneurship space, just like the number that we have for men?
I wouldn't want to say that there's anyone who is getting it wrong. I would say that entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. It's the choice that you make and the passion that really pushes you to just pursue what you feel that this one will solve a problem. And I would say it's an open space, because I would say that Africa, we have a lot of problems, a lot of problems. And if we could look at it as a way of solving the problem, I think we can be all of us in the space. And then we can just be 50-50. But I think for me, it's just the matter of value. What are you giving should be the value that is driving you. Yeah.
Are women ready to embrace entrepreneurship?
We are ready. Very ready, yes. And I was attending the Kenya Association of Manufacturer Women in Business. I can tell you women are out there embracing entrepreneurship boldly. So the only challenge that I can say as women we usually have is when it comes to financing and accessing capital, because we are told we need to bring collateral and we don't have those kind of things that we need to present. And sometimes I can say, I call it poverty of time. 24 hours, my 24 hours as a woman and 24 hours as a man, it's totally different. For me, I do a lot of things. I have to be in the business and run it so well. I'm still a parent. I need to run a home and all that, as opposed to a giant who is running a business. So you'll find sometimes
but
you're
even a giant who is running a business is still a parent.
Yes.
And they also have a home.
Yes. But I can tell you that it's more inclined to women. So sometimes you'll find that our 24 hours is not enough. But again, I'll also say it's also very good when you have a very good support system. Yeah, as a woman. Yeah.
So who is holding women back from getting into the entrepreneurship? Is it the tasks they handle every day? Is it the society setup? Is it education? Is it man? Is it the environment? Who is standing at the door of opportunities for women?
I will look at it this way, that when you're focused to do something, and this is what I will tell a woman, there shouldn't be any barrier. You should come out boldly. I usually say, dare and dominate. Dare, do, and dominate. For me, the only, and I will speak for Waridi, which is my brand. When I started, what was a bit of a challenge is accessing capital, because, and of course I was supposed to start small, but also there was a challenge of capital, so I had to go step by step, as opposed of, if I had money, I would have gone full force. But again, I would say some policies, again, are put, again, they're not favoring women, and also the society as well. Sometimes we are looked at, we are supposed to be in the house. Sometimes we are looked as, you didn't go to school, you should be in the corporate. But people, I appreciate that the change that is coming, that people are appreciating that it is a passion that I'm really following. It's not about all these other things. So there are others, the environment is there that can really derail you, but it's also very good that you come out boldly and embrace what you really want to pursue. And also, the contributor is that, are you solving a problem? That should be very key. You should be solving a problem.
You're bringing in the concept of problem solving. For you to get into a certain space, I mean, you must first of all identify the solution that you're bringing to the table. You must understand the problem. You must do a beginning to end analysis of where do I get in, what do I get in with, who do I need, and what else do I require for me to get into that space. When you are interacting with women, does this come out clearly?
Yes, it's come out very clearly, and especially when I'm doing my coaching sessions, not only for women, even for men. One thing that I usually advocate is that even before you start, check out what is that problem that you really need to solve. Anyone can start anything, and there are so many ideas out here, but are you solving a problem? Remember, even whatever you're about to start, it's not new. It's not new, it has been there, but what is your why? What is the motivation behind what you really want to start? Like I said earlier, that Africa, we have a lot of problems, and if you come out boldly and see what the problem that you can crack, if you can crack that question, it can really come out so boldly. And then the other thing is that I usually talk about, it's not what you want to start or what you can do, it's how you do it. Yeah.
It's how you do it.
It's how you do it.
I want to take you back in time to September 5th, back in 1995, when thousands of women gathered in Beijing for the World Conference on Women. And one of the issues that was discussed was how to ensure that women get more access to capital. Women get equal opportunities. Government creates equal platforms for women. How to develop policies that are going to drive women's participation in economic development.
Yeah.
Why are we still discussing these things 30 years later?
I would say that maybe there has been a breakdown in how things run and the acceptance of women in business. the things that when, and especially when you want to start a business and you and shortage of capital and you go and access any finances, there's so many bureaucracy that are put there. It becomes a challenge, and what really happens, it makes us as women get discouraged and want to pull aside. So, and also I've checked that many financial sectors have come up with policies that are well kept to also give the woman financial literacy, so that maybe they understand what they're trying to get themselves into, even as they approach the financial aid from any bank or any financial setup. But I think it's something that is really, it's work in progress, because I can tell you for sure, I myself have been able to access a fund, but I can say it was not that easy for me to get there. Of course, there were so many things that they needed to check out of where the business, how does the business look, and how the business look, and how the potential of the business, because of course the bank wouldn't want to risk out with your business when they're not very sure. And again, women at times, I usually say, we are not very good with money. So there's a lot of literacy that needed to be given to us. But we are slowly getting there. The thing is that it's getting, it's a work in progress.
It's work in progress.
Yes.
I mean, one of the documents that was signed was the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, which was signed by about 189 countries, and Kenya was one of those countries. And when you look at the steps that we have taken since that time, and we're talking about 30 years, are you convinced that as a country we have made the right steps and we are heading in the right direction when it comes to mainstreaming women in the socio-economic development agenda?
Yes, I can say 50% convinced.
50%?
Yes.
Why 50%?
Brian, I can tell you, we are not yet there. We are not yet there.
Where are we?
There's a lot that really need to be done, and especially when it comes to embracing women. And this is the assurance that I can give. If a woman is well supported, a woman is well financed, I can tell you I can give you maybe 40% can be contributed by women in business to GDP. When women are well nurtured, and especially in the space of entrepreneurship, they can really contribute highly to our economy. But again, I think it's a policy that maybe women in business should come and sit down and put structures together so that we can streamline this as a country. So
when you say we are there 50%, so it means that we have done something to the level of 50% of your satisfaction. Yeah. So what is this have we done?
There are so many platforms that the government has given us as women. We can showcase what we do, and also these programs that are coming to support women, the banks that are coming to support women, give financial literacy, empower women with skills, and also just raising us and giving us and also a platform that we can really do well in our businesses. And I'll also want to say what I've seen the Kenya Association of Manufacturers does to women in manufacturing, because I'm part of that, is very incredible, because they're uplifting us. They become our voice, and even when it comes to matters of taxation, because that is where we mostly look like we gamble at times, because we don't know what exactly we need to do. And also a lot of information that is out there to help us understand how to run our businesses. So I would say it's getting better, and I can see great things.
You can see great things?
Yes.
So what haven't we done right?
I would say is women need to be given more spaces.
More spaces?
Yes.
What kind of spaces?
To showcase what they do, to be given equal opportunities as well, and also the support when it comes to capital financing. I will speak so much on that because that is where we have so much in us that we can give out and contribute to the economy, but now the aspect of capital becomes a problem. Yes.
Let's, for example, take the case of Kenya. 30 years ago, we never used to have a ministry dedicated for gender mainstreaming and looking at the affairs of both men and women. Today we have. 30 years ago, we never used to have a special advisor on women. Today, the presidency has such a position.
Yeah.
So is it proper to say that we are making strides? The question is whether are we making the right strides? Because you could be moving, but are you moving in the right direction?
Yes, we are. From that, they become our voices to speak what really is the problem from the grassroots. So those offices, I believe, when they are put there, they speak on our behalf, and then things get streamlined. So I can say we are getting to the right direction. Yes.
When you look at the number of women who come to you for mentorship, for coaching on matters entrepreneur, what has been the trajectory since you started this business? And you've been in it for 5 years?
Yes.
For the last 5 years. Yes. So from where you started in the year 2020 to where you are now, what has been the trajectory?
I can say that I look at it, give or take, I'll give it good, not below average, I'll give it good, because I can see women coming out so boldly, and they've already made up their mind that this is what I really want to do. And again, I can tell that it's either the corporate is pushing them out and passion is pulling them. That's how I look at it, because how they come and having packaged themselves, it's a good thing. Focused and ready to solve a problem. Yes.
Do you believe in the concept of gender mainstreaming?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your understanding of gender mainstreaming?
I would say that putting across the understanding that this is what we can all do this together. We can all do this together. This is not for this particular gender, and this is not for this particular gender. But we bring the forces together and we channel to the same end goal. Yeah.
Is it happening?
I would say yes, to some extent.
To some extent. To what extent in a scale of 10?
8. I'll give it 8, yes.
So that's a very good qualification.
It's not bad, it's very good. I would say it's good. I'll give it good, I'll give it 8. Yes, yeah.
What do we need to do to achieve the other 2 points that are remaining for us to get 10 over 10?
I think it needs to be clear that we are all equal.
That we are all equal?
Yes. Yeah. When it comes to the table, we are all equal. Yeah. What matters,
we're
like
coming to the table as equal partners.
Yes. What it needs to be known is that it's a matter of how am I doing it? How am I doing it? We are equal, but the thing is, how am I doing it?
I've had this conversation that we should be advancing equity rather than equality. Do you believe in that? Do you believe in equality or in equity when it comes to gender mainstreaming?
Equality, yeah.
Equality.
Yes.
That all of us, we are coming to the table as equals.
Equal, yes.
None of us is coming with better abilities or better natural disposition.
I don't think so. I think that the only differentiator here is how are you doing it? What are you bringing? Because you can bring the same thing together on the table, but what value is there? Yeah.
And so then the question comes, so who should create that awareness? Is it women? Is it men? Is it both?
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Is it happening?
Well, I see women come out very strong than men.
Women are coming out strongly than men.
Yes.
Which is a bad thing in itself.
Yeah, but I would say that this other gender also should come out boldly as well.
As boldly.
Yeah.
I have heard this. There is a certain school of thought that believe that the last 30 years, the world has spent, in empowering women. And the world forgot that in empowering women, there is also a role in empowering men.
Yes.
And of course, helping them to stay empowered. And that's why now we're having a situation whereby we men are taking the back seat. Do you subscribe to that school of thought?
No, I don't. Why I don't is because I don't think women are empowered to create any fear or any trigger at any given point. Because as a man, you also want a woman who is empowered, definitely. So I don't think it's something that should make men take the back seat. I think they should also channel just to support and we come out strongly. So I don't think it should be something that should create fear or create a different narrative. Let not be looked as if that we are putting the boy child aside.
In your mentorship classes and in your mentorship programs, when you interact with the women, what comes out as the biggest barrier into getting into the space of business and entrepreneurship?
Women, at times, they say it is tough there when you meet this other gender. They look at them as not able, and then it also brings a friction because there's also that a woman is coming out boldly. There's that thing that is making women be afraid of just coming out boldly. They were meant to just stay at the back in the house, and now they are more empowered and they're coming so boldly. So there's that trigger from men just looking at them that this is not your space, you should be somewhere else, not here. And you come out so confidently, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to tackle. So at times, but I usually put it across that even as you come out boldly, there's also an aspect of just making that there's peace even in the market. Doesn't necessarily mean that because you're good at this and this other person, this other gender is not good, it should bring any friction. So there's also the problem of every time they keep on saying that I'm not able to do this because I cannot access this because I'm not able, I can't get there. So it keeps on derailing them most of the time. So those are the challenges most I find with women. Other than that, I think women are just out there to just make change.
Women are just there to make change.
Yes.
What are your final thoughts on this topic?
Women should come out boldly and embrace and give value. And what I can say is that if women are well supported and well held together, they can highly contribute to the economy of this country and more in Africa. And like I said from the beginning, is that women are natural. So anytime that they are given something to uphold, they do it with a lot of diligence and excellency. Yeah.
Very
so
good.
I give women the credit to just dare, do, and dominate.
Dare, do, and dominate.
Yes.
I think we can wrap it up at that point.
Yeah.
A beautiful point indeed.
Yeah.
Dare, do, and dominate.
Yes.
Tabitha and Daka, thank you very much indeed for finding time to be with us this morning, and of course, helping us understand where we are in terms of gender mainstreaming and of course, bringing more women into the entrepreneurship space.
Thank you so
Your time
much.
and insight is highly appreciated.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Very good indeed.
It was a pleasure.
Tabitha and Daka is an entrepreneur's coach and founder of Waridi Pure Coconut brand, joining us this morning to help us understand what we need to do as a society to bring more women into economic as well as entrepreneurship stage. You're watching BizCheck. It's now coming to 11 p.m. and of course our next conversation is on how to safeguard our built environment. Architect Lawrence Gitau is the director at the National Building Inspectorate. He's joining me shortly so that we can have a look at that conversation. You're watching This Check.